Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. If you're watching this, you probably have already seen the Shazam trailer, Shazam Fury of the Gods trailer. Normally I would be doing a reaction for the trailer, but it's just been a really busy past couple of days. But I still want to get my thoughts on it and do kind of sort of like a review and, talk about just some topics of discussion that have come up regarding the trailer. So I have seen it. I gotta say it was not super, for me it wasn't very exciting. Well, okay, there is a lot of action in the trailer, but it just didn't get me super excited to see the movie. I didn't mind the first movie, thought it was okay. There were things to enjoy about it, definitely. But, it's not one of my favorite DC movies, and I was hoping that the CGI would look better in this movie, given that it should have a bigger budget than the first one. The first one, I think, they kind of did what they can, given that it had a smaller budget, and they have to fly and do, those are usually things that need really good CGI to look convincing and to look cool. In this trailer, it didn't really convince me that the CGI looks any better. There are some shots that look pretty, not great. Again, a lot of the action. I feel like this trailer really showed a lot of the movie, like the plot, and it didn't really leave too much to the imagination as far as like the overall plot and main idea of the movie. I'm sure there will be some things that are revealed in the movie that were not revealed in the trailer, but I feel like it did tell a lot of the story for the movie. It kind of seems like the studio might be a little bit desperate to get people to go watch it. I feel like it's hard for fans to be excited about it. There are some people who are excited about it. I don't want to just totally trash it. I'm sure there will be some cool, enjoyable things with the movie and to see the whole Shazam family. I'm not too hyped about the villains. I don't know. I'm not super hyped about it. I did see some comments coming up about one shot in the trailer that looks like it could possibly be Wonder Woman. So you kind of see like the back of her shoulder, the side of her hair, and it's a bare shoulder, so suggesting it could be Wonder Woman. She doesn't have anything. She could be in her suit. Her hair looks like it could be Wonder Woman. It looks, it looks like you could say it's her from the part of her that you see, and he has like this surprised look on his face. So it could be her, especially if they're showing, you don't really see what she's wearing. It could give that away. You don't see her face. It's just barely enough to see that it might be her. Some people are saying it's a faceless Wonder Woman cameo. I don't know if they would do that. There were already rumors that she's supposed to have, some kind of appearance in the movie long before all of this stuff about a reboot was coming out. So I won't be surprised if we see Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman in the movie. It would be nice to see her, since we're probably not going to see her in the new DCU. So, along those lines, one of the reasons I understand why it's hard for fans to be jazzed about the movie is because everyone's saying, it's not going to lead to anything. And I understand. Well, on the other side of that, I saw a comment like saying, can't we just kind of enjoy a movie for what it is and not have the expectation or be disappointed that it might not necessarily lead to something else? Why can't we just enjoy a movie for what it is in itself? And I also understand that, but I think it would be easier to kind of enjoy these DC movies coming out this year. It'd be a little easier to just enjoy them for what they are, even if we knew that they were going to do a reboot, had they not handled the Henry Cavill situation the way they did. If they had done some kind of, there's no closure, right? It's kind of just like, Shazam's getting his second movie, Flash is finally getting a movie after all these years, and then Aquaman 2 is coming out at the end of the year. It doesn't, it's weird to just, we're going to have a reboot after that. There's no closure to the DC universe that we have had over all these years. That's the problem. It's like, no, not everything needs to lead to something else. But if they had given Henry Cavill a second movie and made good on their word that they were going to do that, and kind of said, you know what, yes, we do plan on doing a reboot in the future after these movies come out, because these movies are under the previous leadership. But we already agreed, even though it was verbal, we still agreed and allowed a public announcement for another, for Henry Cavill to return as Superman and do another Superman movie with him. Then, they could have kept the cameos he had in The Flash. And I'm guessing that, I thought that he could have possibly showed up in Shazam as well, but, I'm not expecting that anymore. And then seeing Ben Affleck in Aquaman 2, I don't know if that's still going to happen. So I think that since they kind of made it seem like they were bringing back Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill and people were super excited about this, but then all of a sudden they started walking back on those things shortly after, yeah, it makes it difficult for fans to want to be excited about these movies that are coming out this year. You can still enjoy it for what it is and appreciate, the movies and the characters, but it is difficult to look forward to everything and be like super excited about it, because there's no closure to this universe before they reboot and bring in the new leadership's universe. And any day now we're supposed to be getting some kind of announcement or, information about at least a few, the beginning of their slate from James Gunn, Peter Safran. Supposed to be before the end of the month. There's only a few days left before that happens. So, and another thing I think that it's hard for people to kind of be excited about is that some people might be sticking around as far as cast members and other people are not. Also with the Shazam 2, it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little generic feeling. I don't know if the generic is the right word. It's just, it doesn't feel special, I guess. I don't know. I do have respect for the director, because in the first Shazam movie, he made it very obvious that he was paying respect and recognizing Zack Snyder's universe. He recognized that Henry Cavill's Superman, Ben Affleck's Batman, Aquaman, Jason, Wonder Woman. He made it very clear that was the world Shazam lives in. And I really appreciate that, and I always will. Nothing against the director. Not at all. It's hard to kind of reconcile that Shazam is getting another movie. Henry Cavill Superman never got one. But nevertheless, still going to, keep updated with everything that's going on. And yeah, stay in the loop with everything. So we'll see any day now, like I said, getting some information about the upcoming DCU slate. And it's going to be interesting to see how the reception to that is. Oh, speaking of that, there is word that the Flash trailer is supposed to be about 2.5 minutes long. I don't know if they're going to show the full trailer during Super Bowl, because that is very expensive. They might show a TV spot during Super Bowl and then release the full trailer online shortly thereafter. I'm not sure, but we should be getting a full-length trailer regardless. And that's also going to be interesting to see people's reaction to. So thank you guys for watching. Check out any videos you might have missed recently, including the short section, and thank you guys for the support. See you next time.